be your husbands. Well, that was Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. We want to hear from you guys. We're going to read your questions and comments live and answer your phone calls. So what is gnawing away at you after watching tonight's episode of The Walking Dead? Tweet us at AMC Talking Dead, and don't say you're a dickbag Hardwick, because that doesn't count. Email us your questions at talkingdead@amctv.com, or pick up the phone and call us toll free at 1-855-332-3548. That's 1-855-DEAD-LIVE. Joining us now is comedian Matt Besser and Matt Moak of the Zombie Research Society. Guys, just before we get into tonight's episode, first of all, that is an amazing patch.
Like
the Zombie Research Society Advisory Board. Can I get one of those?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, what do you do with the Zombie Research Society?
We're just a collection of academics and zombie enthusiasts who study zombies as if they were scientific reality. So we don't make anything up. We don't say there was a zombie outbreak last week or something like that. But if zombies were to actually show up, what would they be like? You know, how would they function? How do we survive?
So you were actually preparing us. In your expert opinion, do you think that the zombie apocalypse could actually happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately,
awesome.
I have to say yes. No, that's not awesome. That's horrible. That's horrible.
But we like that.
Unfortunately, in all my research, yes, I believe it absolutely could happen.
But based on what, though? Based on what?
Based on actually interviewing virologists and scientists across the planet who say, when you talk about different viruses mixing together and actually creating it as a biological weapon, they're like, oh yeah, we could do that. We could mix rabies and the flu and make the super flu that causes everyone to go violently insane. It's like
that sucks a lot. So let's go to the show for a second. You saw the well scene. Right. How dangerous, how contaminated would that water be, even before he exploded?
I mean, that's the thing. In an actual zombie outbreak, dying of dehydration or drinking tainted water is going to be a huge problem. So you definitely want to drink that water, even if you get them out, even if you didn't split in half, whatever.
It's basically just like a zombie virus teabag in there. That whole time.
Imagine if there were a corpse in there for 3 weeks or however long he was in there. You wouldn't drink that water even if you got the corpse. That's the same thing.
Right.
Even if that zombie dipped his toe in the water, no one's going to that well for a while, right?
Yeah, you want to go in there. Would you go down the well, Besser, in that situation? Would you go down the well?
No, I would have thrown you down the well. First off, don't you use a calf or a couple of chickens or some cats before you throw the nerd down the well?
I know, nerds always get it first. Nerds always get it. There's always that moment where everyone's like, who are we going to send? And then the heads turn to the nerd.
They turn to the nerd.
You know why? Because the nerds are usually the small ones that they can dip down there and they can't fight back.
Yeah.
But Glenn did a really good job. So we'll get more to that later. Glenn's going to be here on the show. Steve Young's on the show a little bit later. But let's talk about Shane and this insane web of lies he has with everyone now. It's like he's systematically setting up a weird lie with every other cast member on the show.
Yeah, I actually like Shane in the show a lot. I think it's totally realistic. I mean, I think that he's not a bad guy. And he even says it in the episode. He has to make split-second decisions, and time speeds up, and someone's going to live and someone's going to die, and there you go.
Split-second decisions like, should I bang Rick's wife? All right, we'll do it.
All right.
Let's take some viewer questions. Do we have a phone call right now? Do we have a phone call lined up? Hello?
Hello.
What's your name? Where you come from?
This is Ken. I'm from Billings, Montana. Funny that you mentioned Shane. My question is, do you think that Lori asked Shane to stay because she thought the child might be his?
Oh, that's a good question. Personally, I don't think so. I think it was just that he kind of redeemed himself, by saving Carl. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I was pretty upset with her.
I think of all the men, he's the most ripped, according to my wife. That scene where he took off the shirt, my wife was like, wow, he's ripped. I'm like, easy.
I know Felicia Day wouldn't shut up about that last week. Stippy on Twitter wants to know, if I were in The Walking Dead, I'd carry a bag of rats around with me wherever I went and just toss them out to the zombies like candy. Would that work? First of all, you probably get slowed down by your weird rat bag.
Yeah.
Would that work?
I mean, it seems like they eat all types of animals, right? So
yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's like if you were chasing a steak and it's throwing crackers at you. You want the steak. You're like, cracker.
First of all, how do you collect all the rats?
How does the steak run away from you? That's my question.
I don't know.
I have a question for you. Do zombies find humans tasty? Or they just need the human to satisfy their hunger? But do they find it tasty, actually?
Right, yeah, I mean, it's all theory, but there are actually some theories out there that zombies may not even actually eat you. They might just bite and chew with this sort of need to spread the
We're like heroin to zombies, basically.
So they don't taste it?
No, they don't taste it. They don't even enjoy it. They never slow down to chew.
Yeah.
We want to chat on TalkingDead.com. We want to find out what you guys are discussing. One of tonight's biggest topics was Glenn and Maggie's encounter in the pharmacy. Yeah. So tonight's poll question is, during the zombie apocalypse, you have immediate chemistry with an attractive stranger. What would you do? Not pursue it because we're all going to die anyway? No. Immediately pledge a lifelong commitment? Why? Have lots of meaningless sex? Sure. Go on a romantic zombie killing rampage together in like a weird rom-com zom. Go to TalkingDead.com to vote. Coming up, an exclusive clip from next week's The Walking Dead and never before seen footage of how that well walker was created by Emmy Award special effects winning genius Greg Nicotero. But first, let us bid adieu to those we lost.
I don't say this easily, Rick. We don't normally take in strangers. I can't have your people thinking this is permanent. Once you find this girl and your boy's fit for travel, I expect you'll move on. We need to be clear on that.
It seems like you said that pretty easily, actually. Don't stay here. Welcome back to Talking Dead. I'm Chris Hardwick, Matt Besser of the Upright Citizens Brigade, and Matt Moak of the Zombie Research Society are here. We'll be joined by Stephen Young and Lauren Cohan, who play Glenn and Maggie from Walking Dead in just a minute. But first, the farm seems like this utopic society, this mini society. There's a doctor there. There's a lot of beautiful land. Should Rick and the survivors fight to stay there?
I'd chop off Herschel's limbs until he agreed to let me stay there.
You think it would take more than one limb?
Yeah, I'm with him, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, it's finally for once I'm not getting attacked every day.
Right.
It seems like a nice place to settle.
But you don't want to kill the doctor because you want the doctor, so
Right.
you want to fight him.
Well, joining us live via satellite from the Walking Dead set in Atlanta, please welcome Glenn and Maggie themselves, Steve Young and Lauren Cohan. Oh my God, you guys! So exciting! Everything's here at Comic-Con. Stephen, let's start with you. How was it dangling down a well?
Oh man, it was a long day. It's great because what people don't realize is like when we shoot, one scene is not the 5 minutes you see, but it's like 14 hours to like 2 days. And I was just hanging for about 14 hours that day on a belt strap around my groin area.
That must have felt awesome.
So it was so good.
Steven's the lucky one on this end.
Why? What's the grueling part for you, Lauren?
That day, I don't know. that was actually the hottest day in Atlanta summer, and we were outside. It's amazing how quickly that scene went by because we were like, but we were there for 3 days, and it was yeah, and then it was good. The best part of the day for me was seeing Stephen in harness.
Now, we saw you in the farm. By the way, in my mind, the term "going to the pharmacy" is a euphemism for having sex. Thanks you guys. What I kind of wanted to see more hookup scene, but what was it awkward to shoot, you guys?
No, it was a great way to get to know each other.
Yeah.
No, it was great.
No, you know what was really cool is
improv,
like it's across the whole board on the cast, but we take it very seriously, even though it's a very warm and tender and supposed to be kind of funny and awkward scene. We took it pretty serious, and I remember we were kind of grooving out to like whether the scene was working the way we were doing it, and so I said, and she agreed because she's great, and she said, we said let's improvise, and so we improvised it in like the back.
Sure, yeah, of course you would. Yeah, I got practice, make sure it looks good. Yeah, we're just acting now.
we
Actually, we improvised the coming up to that part.
The leading up to it, and it was cool. Just it's fun to have something awkward and tender in such a terrible situation.
Yeah,
really
I think it helped us to find the characters too, improving like that.
I tell girls that all the time. It's gonna help me find my character. You just really quickly, then we'll let you guys go. Maggie said that the love affair was just a one-time thing. Is it dead already, or do we get to look forward more, you guys?
I would love to tell you, but I think we're about. Oh, they're asking us to leave.
Yeah,
sorry.
No. All right.
We have, yeah.
More practice makeouts. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope to see you in studio soon. Once the production wraps in Atlanta. Lauren Cohen, Stephen Young, coming up an exclusive clip from next week's The Walking Dead. And don't forget to go to TalkingDead.com to vote in our poll. We'll be right back with more Talking Dead.
Are you putting it away?
Next Sunday, there's a new Talking Dead live at midnight Eastern right here on AMC, so please check it out. We're back with Matt Messer and Matt Mocha, who joined us. So really quick question. John S. from Facebook wants to know, Rick put away his badges. What do you think that means?
It's about when it's apocalypse. Just like relax on the uniform after a while, you know.
There's not really a law anymore.
Yeah, that's enough.
I think it's not. It doesn't go well for Herschel. You know, I mean, if he's not looking out for what's right and just, I think he's not gonna go anywhere.
Am I reading too much into it? And that because Herschel said don't plan on staying here, but he put it in a drawer. For some reason in my head, that's like we're staying.
Right,
like
right,
if I'm on pack and I'm putting things in the drawers, we're not leaving anytime soon. You think there's anything behind that?
It makes sense to me.
Unless he's going to take the drawers with him.
I'm gonna take all your
plan.
furniture.
I love your furniture.
In your car. Time for us to go inside the world of the Walkers. So this season's Bicycle Girl is definitely the new Well Walker, right? Well Walker's new Bicycle Girl. So here's a behind-the-scenes look at what it took to bring this particular member of the Walking Dead to life. Take a look. It's amazing.
How you doing, Brian?
I'm good. It was 97 degrees today, and we shot the sequence where the bloated well zombie is dragged, kicking and screaming out of the well, catches on the lip. And we did a silicone head and then a silicone body that we put balloons filled with water under the belly, and we put bladders behind 2 eye forms. And we had tubes that went up to his ears, and we filled his mouth with fluid, and then we had little bladders that were actually pushing his eyes out.
I love it.
We rigged all this stuff, including a body that we put a bunch of blood bags in, brown and green blood bags, and a triple release, so we could pull it apart on cue. And then visual effects will pick up, much like we did with Bicycle Girl last year, and they'll remove the lower part of his legs as he sort of crawls around a little bit, and then T-Dog just patches him.
Boy, right after lunch too.
Who was that? Wait. Who was that giant man baby when he was alive? Like, I don't understand who that character was. That was just a preview of the Well Walker behind the scenes footage. Go to TalkingDead.com to see a lot more. It's time for tonight's zombie kill count. 1. But it was a horrible one and wet. Here's tonight's human kill count. 0. Yay, humans. Or is it? I don't know. Sophia's still out there somewhere. With each day that passes, it looks worse and worse for her. Coming up, we're going to reveal the results of tonight's poll. Plus, we're going to show you an exclusive clip from next week's episode of The Walking Dead. But first, let's take a break from talking about bloated well dwellers to give you this week's fresh buzz. Check out this scene from tonight's episode with some fresh facts. Welcome back to Talking Dead. Still to come, the exclusive clip from next week's episode of The Walking Dead. But first, the poll results are in. Now remember, our question was, during the zombie apocalypse, you have immediate chemistry with an attractive stranger. What would you do? All right, 68% says that lots of meaningless sex. Yay! 3% not pursue it because we're going to die anyway. Boo. Now it's time for tonight's exclusive clip from next week's episode of The Walking Dead, which airs next Sunday at 9 Eastern. Here it is. Did Daryl survive that?
I mean, it seems like he could, but it doesn't seem like it feel good.
No, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. And I love Daryl too. Daryl's such a great character. Now in the comics, amazing on the show. How difficult would it be, Matt Mocha, to survive a zombie apocalypse with a newborn? Just going back to Lori and the. First of all, I don't think sex should result in babies. I think it should be for pleasure and to complicate friendships. And anything else beyond that. Now she's pregnant.
Well, I mean, I just think back to the season premiere when they're hiding under the cars. I mean, imagine hiding under the cars with a baby.
Yeah.
And, don't cry, baby.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It doesn't work on planes. It's not
Yeah,
working in
exactly,
zombie apocalypse.
exactly.
What other drawbacks do you think there would be from having a baby in there?
Well, I mean, it's a constant suck on your energy, nutrition needs, and your attention, and it doesn't give anything back.
So just like in regular life.
Exactly.
We have a little time left, so I wanted to have you answer some of the most asked questions online here, TalkingDead.com. Hundreds of people want to know, why don't the survivors head north where it's cold? Wouldn't the walkers just freeze?
Yeah, they may well freeze, but the real problem is that we freeze even quicker, right? I mean, we're warm-blooded. We have to regulate our body temperature internally. So you need to go somewhere where you can survive. You need to worry about your own survival, not worry about.
Where would you go, Besser?
I would go to Los Angeles. Still, I'm a comedian. I only will get work in Los Angeles. Even during apocalypse, I'm going to still stay here.
Another question from Twitter at Cal Merkerstein. In every zombie game, movie, etc., a character seems to be immune to disease. Do you think this is true for Walking Dead? I've been wondering this.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened in the comic yet, 90 issues in, but I really feel like someone's got to be immune. Do you think that's what's going on?
I mean, it could be. In reality, I mean, there are people that are immune to HIV, for instance. And there are theories out there that for every pathogen, for every infectious pathogen, someone is immune. So.
Right.
I hope it's Sophia, so she's good for something. I mean, come on. There's got to be some reason to find her.
She's got to be okay. I mean, they wouldn't just find her dead and be like, oh well, there you go.
She ate the whole sardine population.
Carolee H on Facebook wants to know, how long can a zombie live? Do they die without flesh to eat, or are they immortal?
Well, they're definitely not immortal. I mean, they're rotting corpses. You can see it in the show, right? I mean, so they're not going to live forever. But there are many compelling theories that they can live for years or decades. I mean, they're rotting at a much lower rate than humans, clearly.
So they could live for a while.
Yep.
Jessica H on Facebook wants to know, if you were able to quickly sever your hand after being bitten, could you prevent it from turning you into a zombie?
Theoretically, yeah, it's a bloodborne illness, right? I mean, it's so if you're infected, it takes time for your body to be pumping your blood to your brain or the organ that it needs to get to infect you. So theoretically, yeah, but pretty quickly.
All right, this one I really like too. This is Mick G, probably not the director Mick G, but a guy named Mick G on TalkingDead.com. Wouldn't the group of survivors be warned by the awful smell of the walkers long before they were close enough to attack?
Yeah, I think so.
But the humans are really stinking too, right?
No one's really showering.
Yeah, everyone smells. That's the great equalizer.
A potential real problem is the spread of disease, though, because corpses spread diseases.
Yeah.
So if these are walking corpses, they're literally rotting. You could catch diseases from them that aren't related to zombies and die anyway.
Well, Matt, thank you both for being here. This is the Talking Dead. I'd like to thank Matt Besser at Matt Besser on Twitter. His new musical comedy Freak Dance is coming soon. And Matt Moak at MATTMOGK has his book Everything You Need to Know About Zombies is out now. Join us next week with a very special mystery guest. We'll have to see you believe. Go to TalkingDead.com where the show continues. I'm at Nerdist Chris Hardwick. Thanks for watching.